My name's Nancy Gail Fox, and I'm a psychic medium, and I'll be channeling Abraham Lincoln for you in this YouTube. Abraham Lincoln, I would like to say that I am here to stop slavery. It is sex slavery. It is horrifically done under the streets of Los Angeles County, unfortunately, and in many parts of Utah even, Provo I will name, and New York City, underground subways, and so on, just as the tunnel speaks of underground tunnels with captured children and cages and sex slaves. Yes, that is where they are, and that is the truth of it. And I'm Abraham Lincoln, who does know it, as I am one to travel about on earth as an angel with large wings on, as I am one checking to see what are they doing and how are they getting them. It is by dishonoring the United States of America Constitution. They are not following the citizens' rights laws in the least. They are not doing any of it. In fact, they are sex torturing them so horrifically, nobody could believe that government agents are actually murdering. They are getting that job position just to pretend they are a nice person, doing a good job to help others when they are not in the least. They are not at all doing the job position they say they are doing, as they are criminal-minded, getting those job positions to fool everybody. They are doing this so they can capture the people. Those are the ones they say they are monitoring. And that is a saying that has been going on, the gang stalking, word presses, and so on. They are government agents who say they are monitoring their case files. And really, many are not case files at all and never were. Some are not opened yet, and the person has not heard of the framing done to them. Some are closed ages ago, and they follow them forever, are the words they say, open or closed. They don't give a hoot, are the words they use. They are doing this for ill purpose, to murder the entire family in a snuff film. They are pedophiles also. They are doing kiddie porn. They are doing baby porn, and they are ones in the nurseries, 10 of them in a group, that come in with a clipboard and take the babies right away when they're born. And that is the truth of it. It is hard to fathom, yes. And why are they doing it? They are doing it for meth. They are doing it for meth. They get a shot in their foot or their eye or neck or anywhere on their body by a van passing by, the group of kiddie porn men they work for. They say they are doing this by the Patriot Act. They say that's their loophole, and that's how they do it. They say they are Secret Servicemen and following the Patriot Act. And they also say they are LA County watchdogs. They say the people are on the LA County watch list, and they are nice, normal, innocent beings that are framed. They are not criminals in the least. They make 20 files on each one to lie they're a criminal, and then say they have to monitor them. The ones saying they have to monitor are the criminals, not the ones that they are gang stalking. They are gang stalking them. They do electronic harassment to them by remotes installed on their car dashboards. They say they get brand spanking new white cars each week with paper tags and paper plates. They have remotes installed on their dashboard right away at a mechanic down the street from the car lot. Then the pack of them sit there doing remotes, electronic harassment, gang stalking to targeted individuals, which they label case files. Most are not case files at all. Most are closed a decade ago, 5 years ago, even 25 years ago. Some are not opened, many never hear of it, and they electrocute them horrifically, and they do this to set up a medical kidnap. They will show up with a warrant they got by tapping on the judge's house door at midnight or 1 a.m. And they say, oh, please, sir, we need a court warrant to cover our case file and monitor them. Then they will get a medication warrant even, and the group of them will show up who are sex addicts, meth addicts, heroin addicts, as they get that after the snuff flick. And they will show up to capture the person because they want to sex torture them. And they get meth and heroin after. They sex torture them and film it for 10 gruesome hours. And the 10 of them will show up in a group at a door and tap and force a shot and tie their arm off with yarn they say they buy at the local craft store. And that is the way they talk to fool people. They would say, "Oh, sir, we're going to the local craft store. Oh, we got our nurse uniforms all tailored and fitted to look oh so cute at the dry cleaners." And they act very innocent, and they have many different colors of nurse uniforms they wear, and they are the gang stalkers, they are the predators, they are the sex addict whores, they are the pedophiles, they are the meth heroin junkies, and they are doing this for drugs. They are murdering literally for their drug addiction. They are innocent people they capture by framing them, by slandering them. Packs of them go to malls, car washes, markets, dollar stores, everywhere people are, and the groups of them stand there lying about innocent, harmless people who are law-abiding citizens that they rob and frame to capture them as a sex slave. And that is why gang stalking is done, and that is why electronic harassment is done, and it is done through the government agency offices. It is done really by the group of criminals who pretend they're government agents. And there's 5 of them in each office, and that is in the United States of America. And they are in Wyoming, not as much. They are in Colorado, horrifically. They are even in Aspen. They're in many ski resorts. They are in Nevada and Utah and all over California and New York for a long, long time. They are in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Cincinnati, Ohio. They are in certain parts of America doing this to many United States of American citizens. They say they are troubled families, and no, they are causing the trouble to the families. They are splitting them apart by their framing and robbery. They are hacking and lying. They are covering a disabled, handicapped person. They lie they are covering a disabled, handicapped person's business and rob their PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, Western Union, and every cent sent to the person for their work and their business. And they are outright crooks robbing money from normal people who are not handicapped or disabled in the least. They steal their UPS, FedEx at offices, from trucks in the street with their pretend warrant they get by fooling courthouses and fooling judges. They tell them they are monitoring case files who are handicapped when they are not at all. And that is the way they do it, and they murder many, many people. And it's very urgent that the Constitution is followed, and that is from me, Abe Lincoln. Murder is illegal, and that is a felony crime. And they do it every second, premeditated murder, a whole pack of them, and there are packs and packs all over America doing this, literally killing in cold blood every age person. And they are doing it by pretending they're a government agent. They are pretending they are a nice computer technician for city halls. They are pretending they are a nice candy striper in their uniform, changing blankets for babies in hospitals. They wear many, many uniforms. They wear FDA aprons in markets to put microchips in the food for electronic harassment. They do this so people swallow microchips without knowing it, of course, as they would never do that. And they lie their pellets to relax their case files, and they lie they show up to give them a shot by force, by a warrant, to relax them, when no, it is narcotics they shoot them up with against their will, speedballs, even to tiny babies. Then they lie they're taking them to a hotel for family group therapy, and no, that is to sex torture the entire family. So be wary and very careful of the words they say. If they say they are helping, they are probably killing. If they say the remotes in the car are relaxing case files, they are torturing targeted individuals. If they say they need to give them a shot or medication to relax them, that is probably a speedball, narcotics forced upon them. If They say it's hotel therapy in a suite they arranged in advance to help them. It is to kill them in cold blood. Everything is opposite, as they are a satanic cult. They are the devil number 9, pretending they are doing a government agency job position when it is nothing of the kind. So it must be stopped, as murder is against the law. And that is for me, Abe Lincoln, to say, no more government agencies interfering with a person's life ever again. Please God.